director of an Ewok's Tale, my short story by Warwick. Now, we do have a problem, I'm afraid. With less than 10 minutes to showtime, our supporting cast for the show has not yet arrived. Warwick is here, have no fear, our star is here, but our supporting cast is not. Apparently, they're on a Disney bus that took a shortcut through the Animal Kingdom and are now stuck halfway round the safari over there. Now, my producer tells me no cast, no show. And as the director, I said no way. The show must go on, and on it will go. All right, so yes, absolutely. Woo-woo, as they say in America. So, my concept is this afternoon is to cast members of the audience here, you good folks, in the show. Would you be up for that? Absolutely terrific. Okay, that's the script right now. There's some very specific things I will ask you though. If you want to volunteer, you will be on the stage for the duration of a star of the show within a few feet of a megastar. Okay? So if you can handle that, then do volunteer. You will have to speak into a microphone and also read from a script in English. Okay? If you do all of those things, then do go ahead and volunteer. Alright? Hang on a minute, I haven't told you what I need yet. No. I'm looking for very specific types of performers here. First of all, I need a lady. A lady, or lots of ladies screaming at me. That hasn't happened for a few years. Right, let's have a look here. Very specific lady. Somebody who's English, who speaks in a British accent. Somebody likes lavender, maybe flowers and that sort of thing. What have we got here? Somebody very enthusiastic in the middle over there. Yeah. Not suitable. Hello. Hello there. How are you? What did you say? Hello? Can you hear me? Sorry? Did you say something? Yes. Yes. Excellent. Okay. Wonderful conversation, that, isn't it? What about you in the middle there? Yes, you, pointing at the top. Yes. Come on down. You can be cast number one. You look about after this. Terrific, okay. So if I choose you, remember the cast number I give you and go and stand on the line over here with the young lady who's waving. Excellent, okay. Moving on, number two, I need a man, a chap, someone who likes sci-fi. Who likes sci-fi here? There's pretty much everyone. Super. Okay, look here. Yes, I see you over there. Waving at him, a bit young. Yes, you look at him, he's practically, isn't he? Okay. What else have we got there? Someone with a fondness for plaid shirts, perhaps? Who's that? Yes. Let's have a look around the back here. This is challenging today. Let's see. Yes, you're a bit bonkers, I think. I'm not sure whether I want you within a few feet of Mr. Warwick Davis, to be honest. How about you here? Would you be up for this? Come on then, come on over. Ladies and gentlemen, this is cast number two. Join them on the line over there. Okay, next up I need another lady. I need a lady. Yes, somebody, again, who can speak with a British accent. Pick you, pick you. You tried you again, you said a few more words this time. Okay. What else you got? Hello. Hello. Whoop woo. Let's have a look round here. Let's come up the back here. Let's see what we've got. Hello. Anyone volunteering back here? No? Hello. What are you there for? What makes that so good? You think you'd be quite good at this? Yes, come on, you. Yes, come on. Lady here with Princess Leia. What we're looking for next is, I need another lady here. Another lady. Someone very plain and ordinary. Box standard, plain, ordinary woman. Who thinks they're bland? Someone very bland. Look at this, they're still waving at me. My word. Somebody bland, really boring and bland. Very plain. No? You're there, are you? Okay. Let's have a look. It's not quite somebody older. I need someone older. Come on, ladies, if you're older, volunteer. Come on. All these young women throwing themselves at me. My word. Let's see. Oh, how about you here? Yes, you. Yes. I've just spotted you here. Yes, come on. That's it. Lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, a blonde lady. Okay. Line number 5. I need a chap for this. A chap, somebody a bit quirky. Somebody who likes wearing baseball caps. Quirky. Please, hello, young man. Oh, let's see. Here, let's have a look here. You're waving. Yes, how about you? Yes, here. You've got a baseball cap on. Terrific. Okay, you are cast number 5, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Just a couple of minutes to show time now. You've got to get a move on. I need a sexy man. Oh, yes. Look at all the volunteers. Look at all these sexy men. Sexy, really? Sexy man. Okay. He's taking his shirt off. Look at this state on it. Right. Self-control yourself. Put in Walt Disney World, for goodness sake. Come on, let's have you on stage. Oh, I'm asking for trouble here, aren't I? Okay. Would you care when you shirt that on, please? Thank you very much. It's me. Okay, your cast number 6, by the way. We won't forget you in a hurry. Number 8 now, I need a young lady. A young lady, somebody who likes, he's very clever, but he's studious young lady. So I think we're going to find somebody over this time. We are. And somebody studious. Hello. Just having Professor at me. My name's Alan Smithy, I'm a director. I have a clue what you're about. Oh my word, this is very difficult because I'll have you with the skull and crossbones speaking out on you. Okay, you are cast number 8. And finally, number 9, we need a young chap for this, somebody who likes pets, somebody quite quirky, character. I'm afraid you're a little bit young, you chaps there. Awfully sorry, maybe you are as well. And I'm drawn to this chap over here. Would you like to do this? Yes, come on up then. This is cast number 9, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. We have our full cast. Thank you for your help, and sorry if I didn't choose you. Means you were useless. Okay. Right, follow me, cast, onto the stage. Give them a round of applause. Right. As we walk onto the stage, we're treading the boards. Oh, yes. These curtains, please. Lovely. Right, cast, this is the stage. And here is the set for today's show. Now, cast number 1, you make your way along the front row here to the farthest chair. 2, 3 and 4, and 5 in the back row up there. And 6, 8 and 9. Good, don't need this anymore. Right, welcome cast. As I said, my name is Alan Smithy, director. I will now give you some motivation and direction. But before I do, just familiarise yourself with the props and the scripts that you have on your seats there. Get yourselves together. Now, if I ask you to come up to the microphone, speak nice and closely to it, nice and slowly, so everyone can understand what you're saying. And also, you need to raise or lower the mic. You simply squeeze and lower, squeeze and raise. Okay, it's all very, very straightforward and simple. Okay, cast number 1, please join me at this microphone here. Now, so we adjust the microphone to suit. It's fine, is it? Oh, I see. Just tilt it up a little bit, love. There we are. Okay, what is your name?
Judy.
Speaking to the microphone.
Judy.
Judy. Welcome, Judy. You will be playing. Oh, yes, you can applaud if you like. All she's done, basically, is say her name. I mean, does it deserve it? I know, you'll be the judge. Okay, you shall be playing Warwick's grandmother in this story, okay? So, for your audition, I'd like you to say, "Oh, Warwick, you're my favourite grandson. Here's 10 pence for some sweeties."
Oh, Warwick, you're my favourite grandson. Here's 10 pence for your sweeties.
Oh, splendid! Warwick's grandmother. Well done. Thank you, now, love. Thank you very much. Class number 2, join me at the microphone. You can use the one in the centre if you so wish. Make the necessary adjustments. Speak nice and close. What is your name, sir?
Armando.
Sorry?
Armando.
Armando. You shall be playing, again, applause for his name. You shall be playing the genius behind Star Wars, Mr. George Lucas. Okay, Armando, I would like you to say faster and more intense.
Faster and more intense.
Very good indeed. Armando as George Lucas. Okay, cast number 3, step up to the microphone. That's it, okay. Please, that's it, make the adjustment. Squeeze, that's it. Oh, a bit too low. Yeah. Okay. What is your name?
Amanda.
Amanda, right. Amanda, you will be playing Warwick's mother. Okay, so I'd like to say, oh, Warwick, I do hope you've got clean underwear on today.
Oh, Warwick, I do hope you have clean underwear on today.
Very good indeed. Warwick's mother. If I have it on good authority, Warwick does indeed have clean underwear on today. Thought I'd clear that up. Okay. Cast number 4, please join us at the microphone. Now you, what is your name?
Michelle.
Michelle, you will be playing a very important person in the story, a lady by the name of Patricia Carr. Okay? Now, I'd like you to say, hello, this is the Revenge of the Jedi production office.
Hello, this is the Revenge of the Jedi production office.
Very good indeed, Patricia Carr, ladies and gentlemen. Super. Right. Class number 5, join me at the microphone. Make the necessary adjustments nice and close. What is your name, sir?
Sean.
Sean, you will be playing the actor/director, Mr. Ron Howard. Okay, woo-woo. Now, I'd like you to say, action, cut, print, terrific.
Action, cut, print, terrific.
That's marvelous, Mr. Ron Howard. Come on, then. There he is, the next one here. What is your name?
Kevin.
This is Kevin, and you are playing the very sexy Mr. Val Kilmer. Oh, yes. Oh, I don't overact. Okay, I'd like you to say in your sexiest voice, I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
That's indeed it, Mr. Val Kilmer. Okay, cast number 8, join us at the microphone, please. Very good indeed, in your own time. Right, please state your name.
Candace.
Candace, you will be playing the genius at Hogwarts, Miss Hermione Granger. Okay. I'd like you to say, oh, Professor, please give me some more homework. I got my owls next week.
Oh, Professor, please give me more homework.
Oh, this is going well, isn't it? Going very well. Okay. A little bit closer to the microphone. Oh, Professor, I have my owls next week.
I have my owls next week.
Have you seen Harry Potter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
That'll help. Please give me some more charms homework.
Please give me some more charms homework.
Very good, Miss Hermione Granger! Well done. And finally, last but not least, we have this chap here. Making his way there. Good, yes, you were listening. Adjustments. What's your name, sir?
Blair.
Blair, you will be playing Mr. Ron Weasley. Now, have you seen Harry Potter?
Yes.
You have? Good, that's the right answer. I'd like you to say, oh, bloody hell, I've lost my pet Scabbards.
Oh, bloody hell, I've lost my pet Scabbards.
Brilliant, Mr. Ron Weasley! Terrific. Okay, cast. Right, I shall be in the wings over there, should you need any direction or pointers during the show, so don't worry about a thing. Warwick will also be out here and he'll give you any guidance necessary. Sound department, could we kill the other straw now, please? And lighting set straight for the top of the show. And could we have the title slide on screen now, please? Hang on a minute. Oh, that ridiculous. No, the slot. Oh. Where are you getting these from? No, it's not this. Come along. No. The title of the show, please. Honestly, can't get the start. Good. Okay, we're all set. Oh, just one thing before I go. Warwick, being the huge star he is, not literally, when he comes out on the stage, he demands a huge response. So I want to see you all on your feet, clapping, cheering, and whoop-de-doing. And although, please, I do draw the line at the throwing of undergarments and small children. Call me old-fashioned, but it's just not all. All right? Okay, let's have a good show, everyone. Technical team, stand by, and run Warwick's intro VT!
He defeated the Empire as Wicket the Ewok. He destroyed the evil Queen Bavmorda as Willow. He danced with David Bowie as Goblin. He taught Harry Potter to be a wizard as Flitwick. And then he shut him in a vault as Grimlock. He depressed a galaxy as Marvin. painted some Elvis as the leprechaun.
Very much.
He wore a big beard as Knickerbrick. He danced a jig for Johnny Depp. He travelled abroad with an idiot.
What are you doing?
And he stood in a bin with a face for Ricky Gervais. He's 3 feet 6 inches tall, wears UK size 4 shoes, and has blue-green eyes. He has 3 employees, has his own app, and has already written his autobiography. He could have been in Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and Iron Man. But he wasn't. Instead, he's here now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host and his disproportionately large ego, Mr. Warwick Davis.
Very much indeed. Now, thanks so much for that spontaneous welcome. That was lovely. Thank you so much. It's great to be back at Star Wars Weekends. You having a good time? Yes! Fantastic. It's my great privilege to once again bring you an Ewok's Tale, my short story. It really is a show written specifically for Star Wars Weekends. Now, just been chatting with the director, Alan, backstage, and he says he's got me some brilliant actors in the cast this afternoon, the very best he could find. So, very much looking forward to working with you professionals this afternoon. Thanks so much. Good. So do you want to hear my story? Good job, because the doors are locked. You ain't leaving this place. Okay. Right, let's find the first page. So, if you're sitting comfortably, then I shall begin. A long time ago, in a galaxy, country far, far away, England, there lived a little boy called Warwick. That's the right reaction. Now, not only was this little boy, me, extremely cute and clever, but I was also unique in the fact that I was a dwarf. Whoa! Stop! That's enough. That's ridiculous. Alan! Get me Alan out here. Alan. No, hang on a minute. Whoa, down, lower. What are you doing? It's ridiculous. It's the same height as me. There. Alan, what are you playing at?
Sorry, I was simply trying to liven the show up a little. I mean, let's face it, your early life story is a little, well, how shall we put it, boring.
Boring? Excuse me, my early life story is perfectly interesting, thank you, without your directorial enhancements, honestly.
Okay, Mr. Attitude. Someone's been hanging out with Val Kilmer too much.
Oh, yes, thank you very much, Alan. Okay, here we go again. I had a happy childhood growing up, not literally, and was always keen to get involved with everything. Everything except sport. My teachers encouraged me to at least try all sports at school. I quoted Yoda. I quoted Yoda, saying, "Do or do not, there is no try." Saying, "I prefer to do not," but they wouldn't have it. So reluctantly I did. But as you will see, I often failed. Now this film was actually discovered in my attic recently by my mum. Like any athlete, I started with a warm-up, but that was always the best bit. When it came to the actual sports, I was about as athletic as Jabba the Hutt. Now, while attempting the high jump, I couldn't even jump high enough to get onto the crash mat. My run-up to the long jump was textbook, albeit rather long. You just chat amongst yourselves now. My takeoff was perfect, but on landing, I never even made it as far as the sand. Next, I tried that most English of sports, cricket. But it was deemed far too dangerous for me, as I stood no taller than the wickets. You getting that? All right, what do you expect? It's a free show, isn't it? Come on. Oh, I hated that dog. How about football? Or as you say, soccer. Unfortunately, the colour of my football kit meant that I was often mistaken for the ball. Then one day, I was finally a success at sport. I was standing near the goal when suddenly the ball came out of nowhere, bounced off me and straight past the keeper into the goal. I had scored! Oh, yes. The team celebrated me as man of the match. I never had the heart to tell them. It was purely accidental. The end. I'm now 11 years old, but little did I know, the next series of events was about to change my life. At that age, I was unsure of what path my life would take. What career should I choose?
There comes a time in every man's life when he must go out into the world to seek his fame and fortune. What shall I do? Go into politics? Warwick Davis, Prime Minister, leader of the nation. Or shall I be a policeman? Then I could cancel my dad's parking tickets. Hey, what's this? Not what I had in mind, but I'll try anything. No, too much competition, but I might have beaten him pound for pound. Now what do they say? Grass is always greener on the other side of the street. That doesn't make sense. Ah, this looks more interesting. You're right, Luke.
Just need a breather.
Go, Mike, you can do it. That's for me. I want to be in a movie.
So I had decided what I wanted to do. But to get my first acting role, I needed an agent.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Warwick and I want a job.
What can you do?
I can play small parts.
Well, the only thing I've got at the moment is the latest Star Wars film, The Revenge of the Jedi. The studio sent some costumes over. You can have a look in that box, see if anything fits. You think you could handle the part?
Oh no! I want to play a good guy.
I've got it. An Ewok. You can play an Ewok.
An Ewok? What's an Ewok?
I've no idea, but the money's good and I'll get 10%. Look, take that other box and get off to EMI Street. Come on, hop in.
Thank you very much.
So I was cast as an Ewok. I immediately put on the costume, which fitted perfectly, and headed to Elstree Studios in London for my very first day of filming.
Please, could you tell me where Ewoks have to report?
What's an Ewok?
I don't know, but it cost me 10%.
I know the feeling. Come on, we'll ask Mark. Hi, Mark. You know anything about Ewoks?
No. What? Oh, no. Ewoks. Are you sure you have the right movie?
Yes, definitely. Revenge of the Jedi.
Well, I don't know. The script's so full of surprises. I mean, it's been top secret. Maybe Carrie knows.
Yes.
Ask her. Carrie? Hi. Listen, do you know anything about where the Ewoks are supposed to report?
Ewoks?
Yeah, Ewoks.
Oh, I know. You should report to Jabba the Hutt's palace. It's full of unusual and wonderful things.
Yeah, that sounds right. Jabba's Palace. That's on Stage 8. Go that way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye. May the force be with you.
So I ignored their advice and promptly got lost, ending up somewhere that wasn't particularly Ewok friendly. was merely my interpretation of events in a short film I made called Return of the Ewok, but I thought it'd be fun to show you this afternoon. Did you enjoy it? No, this is the event that changed my life. My sliding doors moment, if you like.
Right, cast numbers 1, Warwick's grandmother, 2, George Lucas, and 3, Warwick's mum, you're up. And remember, give me passion.
Yes, thank you, Alan. Okay, are you ready, you three? Excellent. Right, so this scene starts with my grandmother tuning the radio. Okay, that's the radio down there. Yes, you can go ahead and tune that. Here we go. My grandmother was in her kitchen, listening to the radio. She was dancing. And she was singing along. Oh, yeah. Suddenly the broadcast was interrupted by a special announcement.
Good afternoon. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a very special announcement.
See, told you. Cue George.
Hi, this is George Lucas, the genius behind Star Wars. I'm making the third part of my trilogy, which is in fact episode 6. I know it's confusing, but I started episode 4 because the first part of the story is a little bit boring. Would have made good films. Anyway.
Yeah, wait for the laugh, wait for the laugh. Okay, a little bit closer to the mic.
Anyway, for Revenge of the Jedi, I need little people to play Ewoks. Cute, furry, bear-like creatures that will make great toys. If you are short or know anyone who is, please call L Street Studios right away. May the Force be with you.
Now, on hearing this, my grandmother immediately called my mum.
Hello, Sue.
It's not a very good line, is it?
No, it's not. Hello, Sue.
Yes, you normally, when someone speaks to you on the phone, you say hello back. Okay, let's just go back to the beginning. Take 2 on this, okay? The phone's just rung. That's it. Action.
Hello, Sue.
Hello?
Hello, Sue. I was listening to a song on the radio when it was interrupted by an announcement about Star Wars.
Really? What song were they playing?
Celebration by Kool and the Gang.
Oh, I don't know that song. How does it go?
Celebrate good times, come on.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of it?
Anyway, what do you want?
Well, they were looking for short people to be in the new Star Wars film, and they're making, and I thought, Warwick.
So my mum immediately called the Star Wars office at Elstree Studios, but it was not good news.
Hello? Hello? I'm calling about the search for Ewoks. My son is short, and he loves Star Wars. What do you mean you have everyone you need? He's a massive fan of Star Wars. Would you accept a cash bribe?
Whether they accepted the cash offer is unknown, but nonetheless I was invited to Elstree Studios, where I met with a production assistant, Patricia Carr. Right, I'm in this bit.
Cast numbers 1, 2, and 3,
Thank
sit
you.
down. Cast number 4, you're up.
Good, you join me at this microphone here. Okay, so I'm now 11 years old. That's all it takes, I looked exactly the same. I'm aged a day. Right, okay. Are you ready for this? And action!
Hello.
Into the microphone.
Hello, I'm Patricia. You must be Warwick.
Yes, I am.
Do you want to play an Ewok?
What's an Ewok?
Ewoks are cute, furry, bear-like creatures. They will make great toys. Go down to the costume department and get measured up.
Oh, yippee! Thank you, Patricia. Good work. I was initially cast as just one of 50 Ewoks. But how did I become the character of Wicket? Well, once again, fate lent a hand. This time in the shape of Mr. Kenny Baker, who usually resided inside R2-D2, but was also an Ewok. One day, he was mysteriously taken ill with food poisoning. Oops. Now, as a result of Kenny's illness, I was called in to replace him for a very important scene with Carrie Fisher, which is the first time we see an Ewok in Return of the Jedi. From this moment on, I was known as Wicket W. Warwick.
Cut it out!
Thank you. The year is 1987, and I was invited to go to Elstree Studios in London for a meeting with George Lucas and Ron Howard about a new film project. A project that George had originally mentioned while chatting to my mum all the way back in 1983.
Okay, this next moment is a flashback. Set lighting stage, standby music, cast numbers 2, George Lucas, and 3, Warwick's mum. You're up.
Okay, guys, so this is a flashback moment. This is something happened much, much earlier in 1983. We're going to recreate that moment now. Nice and closely to the microphones, please. And action.
Lovely weather, isn't it, Sue?
Yes, George, lovely.
You know, I've got an idea for a movie with Warwick when he's older.
Really? Sounds exciting.
It is. Have you read The Lord of the Rings book by Tolkien?
No?
No. Well, it's a good story, but it wouldn't make a very good film, so I've come up with my own version instead. It's called Willow.
So there I was at 17 years old, back at Elstree Studios, face to face with George Lucas and Ron Howard, as they told me all about Willow. There we go. Okay, good. So next we need a couple more. Yes.
5 cast
Oh,
numbers
yes.
2, George Lucas, and 5, Ron Howard. It's your turn.
Yes, I'm in this bit with you now. Okay. So good, Ron Howard, George Lucas. You ready, guys? Nice and close to those microphones. And action.
Warwick, this is Ron Howard.
Hi, have you seen Happy Days?
I have indeed, yes. I actually love the Fonz. He's so cool, isn't he? Hey, exactamundo. Brilliant, I love him.
Well, I wasn't him. I was Richie Cunningham.
Yeah, but the Fonz is much cooler. He's the one everyone loves, isn't he? Hey, still Brilliant.
Warwick, Ron is directing my next movie, Willow. We were thinking of casting you as the lead.
Oh.
I'm not so sure now, George.
Okay, Ron, you're the director. Warwick, you'll need to audition to win the part for yourself, even though I wrote it with you in mind.
Terrific.
So I had to undergo a series of grueling auditions, finishing with one final audition in Hollywood. I was to read the part of Willow, while various actors came to read for the role of Mad Martigan, amongst them Mr. Val Kilmer. For this audition, we used a very early draft of the screenplay.
Okay, cast numbers 2, 5, and 6. It's your turn. Remember number 6? You're Val Kilmer, so act cool and sexy.
Right.
Stand
Oh,
by.
my word.
Action.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, so this is the actual audition. Here we go. And give us an action.
Action?
Hey, Hobbit, get me out of this cage.
No, and don't call me a hobbit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hobbit.
Cut. Great.
There is some real chemistry on the screen between you guys.
I agree, George. They were both terrific, especially Warwick.
Oh, yeah.
I think we found Willow and Mad Martigan.
Wow.
At last. This would have been much easier if you hadn't dissed Ron at the first meeting.
So there I was, cast as Willow! So I'd won the role, but my toughest challenge was yet to come. Making Willow was an epic adventure in itself. Have you all seen Willow? Good job, this next bit will make sense now. Willow was shot over the course of 8 months on 3 continents, taking me to opposite sides of the globe. Helicopters were used to fly us to remote mountain locations in New Zealand for the snow sequences. It was here in freezing temperatures but I did all my own stunts. The man in the blue jacket is skiing backwards whilst filming us, and the fear on my face here wasn't acting, it was real.
I have to sit up all the way down this time and not ruin the shot.
However, not everything that is filmed makes the final cut. In this scene, Willow is caught in a storm created by the evil Queen Bad Order. We spent 2 weeks filming in the huge water tank on the back lot of Pinewood Studios, England. The special effects team threw all they could muster at me during this sequence. Wind, water, waves, and yet more water, testing my endurance to the limit. I even had to learn to scuba dive for part of the scene when Willow is dragged underwater. Now, even with all those amazing special effects and stunning locations, it's the people that really make the movie, the cast and the crew. And thanks to them, Willow has been one of the most rewarding and fulfilling experiences of my career. Thank you, Val.
I told you never to photograph anyone working.
Joanne. George.
There, shoot there.
Ron.
I don't know what it means.
And everyone who made Willow the fantasy a reality. And even by the end of the movie, Willow hadn't become particularly good at using his wand. A skill that I'd need to brush up on much later in my career.
Lovely. Cast numbers 8 Hermione Granger and 9 Ron Weasley. Stand by the microphones, please. And cue video.
In the year 2000, I was asked to become a member of the faculty at that most famous school for witchcraft and wizardry, Hogwarts.
One of a wizard's most rudimentary skills is levitation, or the ability to make objects fly.
Now, do you all have your feathers? Splendid. Yours are over there on the table. Now, have you been practicing the nice wrist movement I taught you? The swish and flick. Everyone, the swish and flick. And again, the swish and flick. Splendid. And now for the charm. Wingardium Leviosa. Oh, and enunciate. Wingardium Leviosa. Here we go then. Wingardium Leviosa. And again, Wingardium Leviosa. Good. Right, so off you go, Mr. Weasley. You have a go.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh.
Stop. You're going to take somebody's eye out. Besides, you're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
All right, you do it then, if you're so clever. Go on.
Yes, all right, Miss Granger. If you know how it's done, you show us all how it should be done. Off you go.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, see here, everyone, look. Oh, Miss Granger's done it. Oh, splendid. Well done, dear. Right, come on, Mr. Weasley, you have a go, and give it some welly this time. Off you go.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, Mr. Weasley, look what you've done. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause. Wow, how about that, eh? A little bit of Harry Potter magic. Don't you want this to And so there ends my short story. Not literally, but for today at least. The end is not yet written. That is something only destiny can decide. But let's just say for now, in true Disney style, it all ended happily ever after. The end. much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an absolute pleasure being here at Star Wars Weekend. If you've enjoyed the show today, my name's Warwick Davis. This was an Ewok's Tale. If you haven't, my name's Peter Dinklage, and this was Game of Thrones. Thank you very much.